Taylor.
Hi, Evelina.
How's it going?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm doing great. Welcome to our very first episode of Girls on the Rocks. Almost forgot what it was.
But you nailed it. You
Here
nailed it.
Here I am. All right, first thing on the docket, as they say in the court of law.
Yep. The Court of Law.
Court of law. Taylor Swift.
Mm-hmm. Her new album.
Her new album. I have not listened to it completely. Why, you may ask? Just really long. And honestly, it's just I haven't gotten around to it. I have listened to it, sprinkled here and there. There are some songs that I'm into, and some that I don't understand.
Well, I'm on the opposite side of what you're saying because I've listened to the whole thing. It took me 3 days.
Full business days.
3 full business days.
Okay.
But I did listen all the way through eventually, and this might be a controversial opinion.
Ooh, give it to me.
It's not my favorite.
I agree.
Okay.
Even though I haven't listened to it fully, I came in with the hopes that it was going to be like an Evermore, folklore, like that sort of, maybe even Midnight's album, but it was giving some points were cringy, some were corny, dare I say.
I will say, any of the songs that are about Travis make me happy.
Of course, because
they're so cute.
Yes, I understand. I will say though, trying to listen to it from start to finish, I hated it.
It's a fucking marathon.
Don't come for me, Swifties.
We are Swifties.
We are Swifties.
But you gotta have a little bit of like a backbone and say if you don't like something.
Yes, I agree. I will say though, the first 3 songs when you listen to it from start to finish sound exactly the same, and I hated it. I personally do not like the Post Malone song.
I love that song.
I think it's a grower. I don't like it right now.
You don't like a shower? You would prefer a grower? Been with one before.
Ooh,
not as fun as it sounds.
That's another episode. Another day.
For real. Okay.
I'm not feeling it. I also was expecting a little bit more from Post Malone. It gave very much. It was giving H&M music.
Oh wow!
At the beginning,
you went there.
Yeah, I did.
Okay.
And
are we gonna get canceled after our first episode because of the Swifties?
It would be an award that I would happily accept.
I wouldn't, because I want this to become something.
Yeah. Well, we won't go any further.
Understood.
But there are some songs I like. Like I like the Breaking Things. What is it? Breaking.
Oh, my boy
breaks
his favorite toys.
I like that one.
Very long title.
Very long.
Mouthful.
Clearly, you had a hard time with it. There's another one, something like Genius. Was it Genius or something?
I don't know.
Here I am.
We should have pulled it up.
I'm gonna pull up the thing. All right, let's see. Also, very long title for an album.
The Tortured Poets Society.
Yes.
Department.
A department.
Damn it.
Yeah. Society would have been better, honestly.
Isn't there that movie, The Dead Poets Society?
Yes.
That's why I keep who was that?
Oh my God, canceled front after back. Robin Williams.
I wanted to say Tom Hanks so bad.
We get confused with our white men. It's okay. It's okay. R.I.P. Robin Williams, a legend. I love that movie, by the way.
I've only seen it once, and it was because I was forced to watch it in school.
I was gonna say on an airplane.
No.
It seems like a good movie on an airplane.
No, at school.
My boy breaks his favorite toys. Down Bad.
Oh, I like that one.
Yeah, I like it. Good for her. But Daddy, I love him. I like it, but I also don't like it.
I like the one section that everyone is like loving, and it's when she says that she's pregnant with his babies, and said, "No, I'm not, but you should look at or see your faces," because everyone's like, "Yeah, I was shocked when I heard it."
She got us. She definitely got us there. Guilty as Sin. That's the one I was thinking. I'm nothing genius, but Guilty as Sin.
I'm not gonna lie to you. I don't remember that one.
Yeah.
Like I said, I've listened to all of them. There is a lot.
And I think that's... Oh, I Can Do It With a Broken Heart. That's not bad.
No, I like that one.
I had to listen to the Kim K tracks.
Oh, is it Thank You, Amy?
Mm-hmm. Not subtle.
No.
Yeah.
No. I mean, you capitalized K-I-M. You get what you get.
You did, yeah.
But hold on, I'm just going to look at them again. Because I did like that one. So High School. I know it doesn't sound like you listened to that one.
But I am aware of the controversy. Well, not really controversy, but people are making fun of her because she said something about some really corny line in there, and people are like, this is who you look up to.
The whole song is kind of corny. It kind of gave me a little bit of an ick.
But I understand the point of it because she's like describing like when you fall in love
Yeah,
with
you
somebody
feel
when
like
you're in
high school. I
Yeah.
get that. And then The Alchemy. Please tell me you listen to that
I
one.
have. That one's good.
It's very good. But I also think a part of it is a little bit of an homage to the song that people made up on TikTok. Like when they're like, when she's writing a song
Okay.
about Travis, this is what it's going to sound like.
Oh, people are good.
Have you heard it?
I have not heard it.
Oh, I wish you have, because they sing something along the lines of like, I don't even remember. I'm not gonna lie to you. I do not remember.
Okay.
But when she sings like when I touch down and like she does all that stupid shit about football references, that's pretty much what the TikTok song is.
I think I know what you're talking about.
Yes.
Wow. You know, it's not that hard to come up with a Taylor Swift song.
No.
It's you think of either $10 words as lyrics,
Wow.
or just the cheesiest line you can think of.
And I swear to God, everyone listening out there, our whole 3 people
Yes.
at this point, we're 2 of us are included in that 3. Don't know who the other person is, but thank you.
Yes.
We love her to death. Like
do.
this, we are not talking about this to shit on her.
No, I'm a huge Swiftie. I respect everything about her.
And she is a lyrical genius.
She is.
To a point.
Sometimes I feel like she goes into it too much. Like, where she doesn't take herself seriously. That's how I'm looking at it. And she's like kind of, egging people on with her words.
And I think a part of me wasn't 100% on board with this album because I hate poetry.
Okay, so that.
I fucking hate poetry. I hated it in school. I never want to read alone. And that's a lot of these songs, obviously, are very poetic. And so halfway through a song, I'm asleep.
And you're also at a different place. Like, this whole album is very much, I would say majority of it is a heartbreak or about a situationship or what have you. And you're not really there, so you really have to be in that mental space when you're driving in your car and you want to listen to something like that.
Yeah.
Like, I still prefer, I would say this is at the bottom of my list of her albums that I enjoy. My favorites would definitely be, like, I love Evermore. That's one of my favorites from her.
Yeah.
I love a good Reputation.
That is my number one.
Number one. And I love Midnights.
Yeah, Midnights is really good.
Midnights is a bop. In 1989, obviously.
Obviously.
I even like the re-releases. She really good.
Very good.
But yeah, this one's not up there for me.
No, and I feel really bad because she worked really hard on it.
But I am upset she has not released Reputation, Taylor's version.
I was just about to say that. I literally wake up every day wishing that I get a little notification.
At least just one song off of the album that she recorded. One.
No,
She did
all
with
of
the other
them.
ones.
All of them, please.
Yes. But it's like, I don't understand what's taking her so long.
So, I don't know if you and I have talked about this, but I heard this on the radio when this album was coming out. And they were saying that fortnight means 2 weeks.
Oh, okay.
And like
in old English.
Old terms.
Okay.
And she kept like posting things about that because that's the name of the song, obviously. But people are thinking that 2 weeks from when she released the album, she might release the Taylor's version of Reputation. Because Target, next to where they were putting this new album, they had another section right next to it that said Serpentine.
Ooh.
And we all know Reputation, snakes, serpents. So I don't know if we're all like reaching real hard for this.
Wouldn't be the first. But she did also, I know that for this album, she said it was double-sided or 2 double CDs, which explains why, like, during the, whatever awards it was, Grammys, where she was announcing the album, she did a really hard, like, 2 with her finger, like, she did a peace sign.
Her hair was awful.
Yeah.
Sorry.
But it was giving very, I would say, Reputation.
The hair?
The hair and the outfit.
The outfit, yes. The hair looked like a early 2000s prom. Sorry.
That.
Like I said, don't come for me. I love the bitch.
We just don't think right here. That's what it is.
Never mind.
All right.
Anyway, okay, so I think, we gave our opinion.
Long story short, it is a great album.
Just not my favorite.
It's not my favorite of hers. I feel like I enjoy her other ones better. It just fits my life. Maybe some day down the road when another boy breaks my heart, I'll reach out to this album and I'll feel things I never felt before.
Wow.
Yeah.
That was poetic.
Yeah.
Tortured Poets Department. Almost said society.
It wouldn't be wrong either way.
Awesome.
We gotta talk about the beef in the music industry.
We need to talk about. Look at this music industry. There's a whole bunch of shit to talk about.
There is.
So the one that I can touch on that everyone's been talking about is the Chris and Quavo beef.
Which is a hilarious beef.
Because, to be honest, I didn't even know they were beefing. I'm not gonna lie to you.
I honestly didn't know either until I just saw a random TikTok that was like Chris Brown response to Quavo.
Correct.
I was like, oh, okay.
Yep, as I was scrolling through my little TikTok, I just kept seeing these videos, like Chris dissing Quavo. I'm like, what the hell is happening?
Right.
So the TikTok that I watched was obviously they're going through like sections of his song, and the one part that I don't know how you feel about this because he brought in oh fuck, what was his name?
A$AP Rocky?
Nope, not Offset, but the other one.
Takeoff?
That's the one that died.
Yeah, R.I.P.
So in his diss track, he pretty much says to Quavo that Takeoff died, but everyone wished that it was him.
When I heard that, I said, wow.
Do you think that was too far?
I don't, maybe, but also I feel like when it comes to a rap beef, there's really no limits, as we can probably tell with this other group that's going on right now. But
yeah,
it's definitely, I would say it's too soon. Too soon.
And I feel like he just died like yesterday.
Yeah.
Like I felt that was too close. That was too close to home.
Like, especially since in the beginning, a lot of people were saying it was Quavo's fault that Takeoff got shot.
Oh fuck.
Because it was there.
Well, and that's the thing. Like, you can talk about him, like, beating women in the elevator. You could talk about him, like, fucking his bitches and shit like that. But it's like, not his dead homie?
Yeah. Cousin, if you will. They're all related.
Homie cousins.
Homie cousins.
I got one of those.
Yeah. It's wild. I will say, though, Chris did win that one.
Yeah, 100%. I don't even know what Quavo said.
I will say I did hear once, not fully, but clips, and it sounded great. It's one of those things where you can bop your head to, and you're like, okay. All right.
But you weren't shocked.
No.
You didn't, like...
Like, we get it. Like, okay, not to, like, discredit or, like, make it, like, anything less than what it is, but the simple thing where it's, like, Chris Brown beats a woman, but it's like Quavo, you caught in the elevator fighting Sweetie.
Yeah.
I mean, it takes one to know one.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
But the whole mentioning Sweetie and then Sweetie going online and posting a screenshot of Quavo trying to hit her up again.
Oh, embarrassing.
Because I think one of the lines was Quavo said something, hit up a model and make her the next Sweetie or something along the lines of that. I'm definitely butchering it. And she posted a screenshot and said, hopefully his next model answers his DMs.
Oh, damn.
Because she left him on red. And what he wrote was not English.
Okay.
So,
what I thought was funny was that in the beginning of Chris's diss track, he put in a recording of Quavo pretty much begging Chris for them, like, not to be beefing. I said, that's embarrassing. Embarrassing. Like, he has you on record, my guy.
And they sat together at Fashion Week. That's where Chris was like, I can't believe they sat us next to each other. I wanted to beat you.
That's uncomfy. That is uncomfy.
Uncomfy. There was something else that happened too with Chris Brown bought out like a bunch of seats at his concert.
Oh, I saw that. And there was like 4 people.
I was cackling because I thought about 50 Cent.
Yeah.
He did that to Ja Rule. But instead 50 Cent showed up in front row, sat there smiling, watching the performances.
Speaking of 50 Cent, have you seen the TikToks or videos of him like coming down in like wires? Like people are like, there is no 50 Cent song that requires all of this.
None at all. And I'm pretty sure it was for like a Super Bowl performance, or was it for his tour?
I think it was for his tour. It was in a venue. Like a concert venue, not like a field.
I love it. Listen, you know what? Chris Brown won. There was nothing else to say. I mean,
I don't even know what he said. So Chris won in my eyes.
Yeah, I mean, nothing's happened from there.
No.
The Drake and Kendrick.
And I'm going to be completely honest with you, Evelina. I have no clue what's going on with this beef.
And that's perfectly fine because it's literally happening, I would say, every 30 minutes. It feels like there's a new diss track being released.
Oh, shit.
So the history goes, Kendrick and Drake became friends back in, I think it was 2011. Kendrick was on a track, I think, called Controller or Control. That's where he ends up naming a bunch of rappers that he could, destroy or what have you. One of them was Drake. And from that point on, Drake was the only one that felt salty, and so that's kind of how the beef emerged. But over the last 3 days, it feels like Drake has released 2 diss tracks, kind of 3, but the third one was like a parody. But Kendrick released like 3 diss tracks last night.
Oh, damn.
Insane. And the biggest, I think, takeaway from it was Kendrick said that Drake is hiding a daughter, an 11-year-old daughter.
No fucking way.
Insane.
11 years?
11-year-old daughter.
Where's she been?
Not with him.
He put her like in a box. How would we not know?
All I know is that Kendrick found something in the streets, and allegedly he has a daughter that he's been hiding, just like he did with his son. But the last 3 disses have been against Drake as a father.
Well,
Basically
yeah, if you're hiding a whole kid.
Yeah, he's been throwing allegations of pedophilia.
No.
How Drake hangs around with sexual predators.
We all knew that.
Obviously. And how he's a horrible father. He even had a whole verse where he's like, Adonis, you're going to listen to this when you're 18. You're going to understand this. Your father's a horrible person. I'm sorry that he's your dad.
Oh,
Like,
shit.
he went for the gullet.
I'm sorry, but out of Drake and Kendrick, who's going to come out on top? Like, why is Wheelchair Jimmy really putting himself in this?
Yeah, Aubrey.
He will always be Aubrey.
Always. And the BBLs. The latest one of the tracks, the whole artwork showcased Ozempic and pill bottles.
What?
With Drake's name on it. I don't know how. Kendrick's out here violating HIPAA laws.
Wow.
To prove a point, and I'm here for it. It's insane.
He can pay for those lawsuits.
He definitely can. He definitely can. And we'll see what Drake hasn't responded yet. I mean, he's definitely probably reeling in the hurt.
It's probably crying.
Probably crying.
Trying to figure out what the fuck to do about this whole daughter situation.
I know.
But why hide the daughter and not your son?
Well, he did hide the son originally.
But we know who Adonis is.
Now we do, yeah.
And he's not that old. How old is Adonis?
You could tell he's 6 years older than you. I'm
And he's like 14.
Yeah, I have no idea.
I have no...
But,
I don't know.
There's something about Drake and these rap beefs where we just keep finding out about kids.
Yeah.
And I think he just needs to learn from the first one and realize that if you get in a beef with somebody, we'll know about your family tree.
Well, and why are we hiding our kids? Hide your kid, hide your wife. Like, what is going on?
I can kind of see where you don't want the media, because media can be kind of rude to kids, and kids nowadays are all over social media.
But they can still have a private life, even if we know about them.
Very true.
Like, there's multiple... Like, I've never seen Ashton Kutcher and Mila Kunis as kids. I've never seen a picture of them, but we know that they are alive and well, hopefully.
God willing.
We just know that they don't get bathed.
Oh, yeah. Oh my God, I forgot about that.
Yeah, that's weird.
Yikes. I mean, their home is beautiful, so maybe,
But what are they trying to do? Save water?
maybe
They make enough
Maybe
money.
they just hold them down.
In the backyard?
Yeah.
Prison showers?
Yeah. It's dirty, maybe.
They're
I
gross.
mean, a quick hose down, it's like 5 seconds.
That works.
Pow.
This got off the rails real quick.
But long story short, Kendrick is definitely winning this battle. A lot of things being said about Drake.
Like I said, I don't even know what's been said, and I already know Kendrick is winning.
They're all long disses. They're all like 6 minutes, 7 minutes, so they got a lot to say.
Wouldn't it be like really out of the blue if like just automatically like Chris and Kendrick went after each other? Like everyone just swaps and then like Drake and Quavo.
Well, I mean...
Quavo? I call them Quavo. Not Mr. Quavo.
Honestly, I mean, whatever. I think it's funny because both of them have mentioned several other artists. Future has been mentioned. A$AP Rocky has been mentioned. Riri has been mentioned.
Not the
Little
Not
Wayne.
Auntie.
Auntie.
Oh my god.
She don't have to come out with an album to respond.
I mean, we're all waiting.
We're waiting. And Little Wayne has been mentioned again.
Not my baby daddy.
I know everybody's waiting for the flicker of the lighter, because that's how you know.
Don't you? Oh, I love
Because
that guy.
apparently Drake slept with his homegirl.
Oh.
While he was in prison, and so that kind of was brought
Shocking.
up by Kendrick. Not really from Drake. Seems like a very
I feel
petty
like
boy
Drake
to
needs
do.
to sit down.
It's very petty.
He needs to sit down.
Yeah,
He's got too much sass.
too much. He's been in the game too long.
Yeah.
You know, it's just take what you
Maybe he
can
should try acting again.
Well, we saw the way he fell after he got shot. I don't think he's gonna be winning any Emmy awards.
Oh my god.
But that's that for the rap game.
Yeah.
I'm waiting to see what Drake will say. How low will this bar go?
Yeah.
Literally and figuratively.
Yeah, I think like Chris and Quavo, I think that's done. I think
Yeah.
Chris annihilated him, and Quavo's just sitting there with his tail between his legs.
Yeah.
But I think we got a lot more to see from Drake and Kendrick.
I can't wait.
I'll sit back and actually listen to the stuff I've already missed.
They're all on YouTube.
Gorgeous.
Millions of views already. Lyrics have been out. I mean, Kendrick released his disc 30 minutes after Drake released his.
Okay.
I mean,
Are they just like sitting in booths next to each other?
I
like,
honestly
bro, your turn.
right. A true rap battle,
Yes. If you will.
if you will.
Cool. All right. Well, we'll touch back on this because I'm sure it's not over.
Now, I will say, completely random. Driving here, thought occurred to me. What's the word? They're cones, like orange cones, right? Construction cones. But if they're not in the shape of a cone, what are they called? What are they referred to as?
This is the most random question.
I honestly was thinking about those as I was driving here.
I think they're still traffic cones.
But they're not in the shape of a cone. They're like, the base is more...
Take this up with the construction guys. I don't know.
But isn't that crazy how we got so lazy? We're like, fuck it, we'll just call it a
Maybe
cone.
that's like a different shape for a cone. A cylinder. It's like a traffic cylinder.
Right. Sure. Yep, because you've heard that.
Right now.
Yeah. Well, that was my thought when I came here. I was like...
I love
crazy,
that.
because I wouldn't call it a cone because it's not the shape of a cone. But
No.
that was my fun fact of the day.
Thank you for sharing.
You're welcome.
I love that.
You're welcome.
Okay, so I feel like, you think that wraps up kind of like our pop culture segment for today?
I would say so. I mean, there's really not much going on. I mean, everything else
No.
has been in the rap game.
Yeah,
I mean, there's been some new album releases. Dua Lipa came out with her album.
I
haven't
don't care.
listened to it. Ooh, the tea is piping.
Sorry.
I haven't listened to it either. Besides the 3 singles she came out with, she's gorgeous. I love.
Oh,
her.
she's beautiful. Her songs are catchy.
They sound the same.
I'm just gonna leave it.
Yeah,
We already like are on the fence when it comes to the Taylor Swift side of things. I don't want.
this is true. I will say though, it's only 11 songs in the album, so I respect her for making it short.
Mm-hmm.
But I have yet to listen to it fully.
I'll listen to it. I'm sure I will like it. It'll be a vibe.
For the summer, for sure.
Correct.
Yeah, I know you just came back from Boston.
Yes, I
Visited a friend.
did.
How was he? Saw Jesse McCartney.
Dude.
Please. I need to
Okay.
go.
So I've never been to Boston before. Gorgeous.
Okay.
Because, I've lived in our lovely city of Chicago
Yes.
before, and you've lived there your whole life,
Yes.
pretty much. And I don't know, it wasn't for me. I missed like parking lots and not having to pay for grocery bags and
okay.
just like the hustle and bustle is just too much for me. I'm a suburb girl through and through, and I always will be. But I love our city. And it always holds a special place in my heart. I love to go visit and have a good time. But the difference between Chicago and Boston, like Boston is still a city, but it's so much smaller.
Okay.
And like it's less of a hustle and bustle type of area. So it's like you could walk, I don't know, it's really hard to explain because I just loved the feel because it was like a suburb city, if that makes sense.
Okay, like a downtown area of the suburbs almost.
Kind of.
Okay.
But still more of that like downtown feeling, but just a little bit more like condensed.
Okay.
I was like, I could see myself living here because
Now the accents. Did you hate them or did you love them?
the funny thing is I didn't really hear a lot of it.
Oh.
I also don't really talk to strangers very much.
Okay.
But I went to Fenway Park. I saw a baseball game.
Okay.
The Red Sox were playing the Cubs.
Ooh.
Yep. So it was like, why would we not go?
Right.
And apparently Fenway is somewhere everybody wants to go to who's a baseball fan.
Yeah, that's a big deal.
For those who don't know us personally, I'm not a sports person.
No, I like to go to baseball games to drink
And
and
eat.
to possibly find beautiful men.
Correct. Beautiful men,
Single.
wiener in a bun, and some drinkies.
Yes.
But it was so funny because I was having dinner with my family before I was leaving. It was like a few days beforehand. And I was telling them, I was like, so I think we're going to go to a baseball game while we're there. And my aunt goes, are you going to Fenway? I go,
Offended.
maybe. She goes, you gotta be fucking kidding me. I go,
Triggered.
I was like, let me look because I don't know.
Yeah.
And I was like, I also think they're playing the Cubs. I literally thought she was going to take her steak knife and slit my throat. And my grandpa just starts cracking up. I'm like, what is happening?
Oh my God.
My grandpa goes, no one in the family has gone to Fenway Park, and the one person in the family who cannot stand sports is going to Fenway Park. And I was
Is this because they hate that, like, you're going, or they hate that you're going to that place?
They hate that they have never been, and the person in the family who is not a sports buff is going. Because it's like, it's either the oldest or one of the oldest stadiums.
Something like that.
It's like everybody wants to go there. Like my ex wanted to go to like every baseball game in like the country or whatever.
Sure.
And obviously that's at the top of their list.
Yeah.
And I didn't know that. I did not realize this was a thing.
Okay.
I know I probably sound so ignorant and stupid, but like I
think it's just because it's a very famous like park.
Right.
That's all that it is.
It was like any other park to me.
Right.
But it was fun. It was fun. Like, it was a cool stadium. Had chicken fingers.
Ooh, were they good?
They were delicious. They were busting. I didn't find my boyfriend, though.
Oh.
That was unfortunate. But that was the day after the Jesse McCartney concert. The Jesse McCartney concert. He can still get it.
He can get it any day of the week.
Oh, my God. I love him so much. He has these facial expressions that are a little bit cringe sometimes.
Okay.
But he's still so hot. He can sing like an angel, and he knows what he's doing up there.
Mm-hmm. I've seen those hip thrusts.
Not the hip thrusts. Now he's saying all the classics.
Okay, top 5 Justin McCartney songs.
Don't put me on the spot like that.
In any order that you can listen to and belt word for word at any given moment in your life.
I'm just staring at you because I'm the worst. Well, How Do You Sleep is my number 1. All right, so I'm going to give you, I don't even know if it's going to be top 5. It might be like top 8.
Okay.
But, and they're not in order because I'd have to really write this down, think about it, make a pro and cons list.
I don't need it in order. Just top 5 that you love.
Okay, so How Do You Sleep? Already said that. Leavin'.
Oh, great. Great one.
All-time favorite. This might be my number 1. Shake.
Okay.
Shake gets me revved up and going. Body Language. Obviously Beautiful Soul. And She's No You.
These are good ones.
Those are all of my favorites. I know. Oh, but then one of his like newer ones that I really like, and I say newer, I think it was like 2018, 2019, is Wasted. Have you heard that one?
I don't think I've heard that one. I did hear the new one, the
Faux Fur.
Well, that album. I heard. I think it was probably Make a Baby.
Oh,
yeah.
I'm not gonna lie, I haven't really heard a lot of his newer stuff.
No. The last time I heard anything relatively new was back in 2014, that Technicolor album. I will say that for me, I feel like it would be kind of redundant to say Beautiful Soul, but I love a good Beautiful Soul.
Hell
so
yeah. It's a classic. You can't like not put that in your list.
I would give it like it's a shout out, you know.
Yeah.
But I would have put it on my list.
Give it a mention.
Right, a good mention. I would say, let me see, just what I could think of, Crash and Burn. Love that one.
Yeah, it's a
love
good
Crash
one.
and Burn. I want to say Told You So.
Okay.
Is one of my favorites, like all-time favorites.
Oh, you're going into like you're going deep in there.
I am.
Oh,
Because I really like that sort of Justin McCartney that's not like super on the radio.
Yeah.
Just gets into his little like ballad moment.
I get that.
I'm into that. It's Over.
Okay.
Classic. So that's 3.
Yep.
I like a good Right Where You Want Me.
Oh, yes.
And it reminds me, I could be wrong, of that Disney and Halloween. There's some movie where they played Right Where You Want Me. I want to say it was Halloween Town, but the third one that nobody likes with the random new Marley.
You might be right, but I'm also gonna. This is also a very controversial topic. I've not seen all of those movies.
Have you seen the first 2?
I've probably seen the first one, maybe.
Okay. This might be the end of the podcast.
Whoopsies.
I mean, as long as you see the first one, I think it's fine. The second one is great. It's a classic. Return to Halloween Town. But the third one, nobody really cares for. But I want to say if they played that song in the movie or for the promos for the movie. There's some connection with that song in that movie. I know for a fact.
It's like a slight fever dream.
It could be easily. I think...
Or it could be real.
We Can Go Anywhere.
Yeah.
I love that one.
Get Your Shine On is good.
All of these songs remind me of like Disney Channel promos.
Yes.
Like you just...
Because that's when he was so big. Like when we were that age, like prime Disney Channel vibes.
Yes.
Like that's that was his moment.
I agree.
And I pray to whatever God you all
Sure. Let's not get political.
pray for or talk about, even the universe, whoever it is, that he can get that hot again, like on the billboard.
Filler or like Botox, definitely Botox.
Oh, 100%.
Right?
There's no way his face ain't drooping a little bit.
Right. I will say, though, I feel like he fell off when he started dating a really older woman.
I don't even remember that.
I remember that controversy.
That controversy?
There you go.
Yep, I got you.
Big words.
That's
Sorry.
okay.
Midwest language. He's dated somebody, I want to say 20 years older than him. Like in a really long relationship.
Wow.
Yeah. That could also be a fever dream. I could be thinking of Demi Moore or Demi Moore.
He did not date her. Did he date her? No, he did not. She was with Ashton Kutcher for so long.
I couldn't tell you. I could not tell you. I'm going to look up Jesse McCartney. Obviously, we're not here to do facts.
No, we're not, but now I need to know.
Relationship.
Dating history.
Oh, he got married.
Yeah, he's married.
Oh, that I did not know clearly.
There's like a bunch of songs about her on his newer album, and I'm like,
wow,
he's dated a lot of blondes. He dated Hayden Panettiere.
That I remember.
Danielle Panabaker. Do you remember her from Disney Channel? She was on Read It and Weep, that movie. Wow, he dated a lot of blondes.
Except one girl. Well, I don't know if she was a blonde back then, but Jasmine Waltz, dark-haired.
Jasmine Waltz, yeah, I'm looking at her right now.
Interesting. He dated Brenda Song?
Where? I do not see her on my list.
Sorry, I just clicked on the first link. You know, it's probably not true, none of it, but...
She's not blonde, so I don't believe it.
I also forgot he dated Sarah Paxson.
Yeah, she's gorgeous. Yeah. I love her. She's aquamarine, right?
Yes.
Okay, that's what I thought.
But you can tell that Jesse McCartney would be the type of guy to date nothing but blondes.
Yeah, and you know, that makes me very sad. I mean, not for you, because you're a blonde bitch. Yeah.
But, you know, what they say, you know, look at the berries, sweet of the juice. He probably hasn't had the experience.
You know, that makes me very sad, looking at his dating history, because, like, you know, it is what it is. I'm just going to leave it at that.
A little segue from this. You know, Vinny came out, he was in an interview.
Like Jersey Shore Vinny?
Yeah, I think it was like a podcast or something like that. They asked him, would you date black women or something around that line? And he was like, oh, I specifically love black women. Like, that's my go-to. I love their curves. I just feel like I get along with them. Him and Pauly D are here for the culture.
I always knew Pauly D was before Nicki came into the picture, and that's why I always thought I had a little bit of hope, you know?
And you have some hope with Vinny. Vinny loves a good black
woman.
See,
but like, Vinny... Well, first off, he's an avid jump roper.
Ick.
And he brings that jump rope everywhere he goes.
He does.
Mm-hmm.
There's something I'm
Sorry if you guys can hear a dog in the background. I do live in an apartment. It's a very nice day, so the doors are open. So I apologize.
The dog does sound like it's getting mauled, though.
It's fine. It's fine. I heard the owner. It's all right.
All right.
Okay, so first of all, the jump roping. Not for me. He's also... He's too much of a mama's boy.
And it's interesting that he said that out of all of the groups, if you want to call it, he gets along with, like, black women or
not
black
groups.
Like, I don't know what to say.
Yes.
But because of all of these things that we just mentioned, the jump roping, the being really close to his mom, I'm surprised that he said that because I feel like he'd be really...
I feel like he would want somebody who is literally a carbon copy of his mother.
Yeah, isn't that usually...
And she is a white Italian woman.
As white as they got. As white and Italian as they got.
Yes, super Italian. Mm-hmm. Which, lovely. And she makes lovely food.
She's a lovely woman.
I would love to eat, like, a dinner at her house.
Oh, yeah.
You know what? At this point, I'll date Vinny. You know what? Let me change my whole view.
Yeah.
I'll marry the guy.
Oh, wow. We went from, you know, it's not my type to I will have a committed relationship.
He's also very rich.
Yes, I'd say that like I've been there.
Yep, same. Yeah, a part of me is like, I don't know if I would date Vinny, but if you're out there,
if you're listening,
and
we know that you are,
my name is Taylor, and I'll let you hit it.
DM her, and we will let you know her address.
Correct. Love you so much.
Mm-hmm. But back to the Boston thing.
Yeah.
So Jesse McCartney.
Yep, saw Jesse McCartney. It was a very short trip. I was only there for a couple of days, and I would love to go back. But the concert was standing room only.
Okay, kind of like a House of Blues situation.
I'm getting way too old for standing only concerts.
The knees are buckling.
Mm-hmm. No, it wasn't that. It was the shenanigans around us.
Oh.
It was these younger girls, which I've been younger. I've been younger. I've been younger. I'm 28, and that's still not old. Like I'm not old. I understand that. But these little whippersnappers who are, I don't know if it's they're just starting to drink or like they've just not been able to understand how to handle their liquor. But it was just, they were very inconsiderate about their surroundings.
Okay.
And so you have this one girl who's blacked out. She's holding 3...
At a Jesse McCartney concert?
Yes, Bam. She's
Wow.
holding 3 high noon cans, but like the big ones that you get from the gas station where you can pop the top.
Oh my god.
Those big boys. 3 in her hands at all times. She's swaying around. There's a fucking puddle on the floor of high noon because she's so sloppy. Yeah, hopefully. I almost said shit herself. Hopefully she didn't pee herself. But she's just slopping drinks everywhere. There's this little 12-year-old girl with her mom next to her, witnessing this whole sloppy mess going down. And this little girl looks so scared.
Aww.
And her mom so many times was like putting herself in between her daughter and this girl because she was frightening her.
And this is Jesse McCartney.
Jesse McCartney.
A Disney
star. But yeah, and so she was an issue. This other girl kept whipping her ponytail in my friend's face the whole time. I thought she was going to fucking chop her ponytail off at some point. And then this other girl that was in front of the ponytail, she got drunk really fast. And she was just super loud, swinging her arms everywhere, bumping into people, pushing people out of her way. And I'm like, can we just stand here and enjoy the beautiful God that's on the stage right now? Like, you're really making this a miserable experience.
That's how you know our age. We've gotten to the point where we just want some peace and quiet.
Let me sit down in a chair and watch Jesse McCartney, please. I don't want to be around all these smelly people.
I think we've gotten to the age where I don't think I can handle even just an hour of standing up at a concert because one, you're dealing with people. It's hot half of the time. It's loud.
Yep.
And at that point, it's past my bedtime.
Correct.
I'm asleep by 8:30.
And that was the thing. We were obviously standing, because that was the only option we had. Yeah. But we got really close to the stage. I don't know if you saw any of like my videos and stuff, but we got super, super close. And so we were standing there from the moment we got there to the moment we left, obviously. And where the fuck was I going with this? Oh my God.
And just like that, folks.
Oh, yeah. No, before even, like, the opener came out.
Who's opener?
Some band that I've never heard of in my life.
Not a band.
It was, oh, God, what were they called?
Who and
what, where, when, and why? It was, I keep wanting to say Just Like That, but that's the Sex and the City reboot. A second apart? Just seconds apart? Something like that?
The Unknown.
Yeah, they were a triplet group? Triplet.
Okay.
They are triplets.
They were actually triplets.
Yes, they are triplets.
Wow.
Yeah.
What an opening.
It was very weird. They did a lot of covers, and then they started singing their own songs, and everybody got bored. And it was so embarrassing. This one girl in the back goes, "We want Jessie!"
She's not wrong, but dang.
It was so embarrassing. I was like,
have their moment.
Let them have their moment. They get to tour with Jesse McCartney. Like, calm down. He'll come out in a little while.
Yeah.
But what I was getting at with this whole thing that I'm saying was before the openers even came out, me and my friend are standing there just constantly yawning back and forth.
The yawn.
Like, we were so tired and we had just gotten there. Granted, I didn't fly in until the day before.
Okay.
Until 2 a.m. My plane did not land until 2 a.m. because I went after work. And then we were delayed about 45 minutes to an hour because they had to change a tire on the plane.
Wow.
And get this, We all get on the plane.
Okay.
They say we can't take off yet because we have been informed that a tire has to be changed, which is okay. Like, I don't want to die when we try to land.
Sure.
And they're like, we should be able to stay on the plane while they jack up the plane and fix it.
Oh,
we're
fun.
like, cool. 5 minutes. Actually, we're all going to have to deplane so they can change the tire. So we had to deplane,
No way.
wait for them to fix it, and then go back into our boarding groups and get back on the plane.
What's the airline? Put them on blast.
No, I'm not. No, I'm not.
Spirit?
No, it was not Spirit.
It's giving American. Is it American?
United.
Not United.
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
Yeah.
What
But
a shame.
I usually have a very great experience with United.
And I would love to be sponsored by United.
Yes, so I'm
Please.
not shitting on them. I'm just saying it was a shitty situation. And I was so tired. I had worked all day.
You didn't have to take your bags with you, right?
Mm-hmm.
So you're telling me you had to take them out of the...
The overhead bins?
Yeah.
Yes.
Wow.
Granted, I had a checked bag.
But still.
So I didn't have to worry about that. But that was adding on time because people had to take their shit out of the thing and we had to leave the plane.
Wow.
Yeah, it was just a lot of back and forth. I was tired. I had McDonald's, so my tummy hurt.
Oh. The bubble guts.
Bubble guts were happening. And I was like, you gotta be fucking kidding me. But it's all right. I got there. Everything was fine. And then as soon as I get to her apartment, we can't sleep. It's like after it was 3 a.m. And the whole time we were tired leading up to this event. And then I get there and like I get situated and we lay down and we say goodnight. A couple minutes pass. I turn my head, I go, I'm still awake. And she goes, so am I. And we were up for another couple of hours. We didn't go to bed till after 5 a.m.
Oh my God, wild.
Mm-hmm.
Look at you.
But it wasn't wild. I hated it.
Wild.
I wanted to go to sleep.
I bet you were exhausted the next day.
That's why we were yawning before the opener came out.
Good for you for powering through that because
Thank
I
you.
would have just been like, you know what? Maybe I'll catch him some other time.
See, but then what was kind of shitty was my last day there. Mm-hmm. We were supposed to go out to dinner after we came back from the baseball game. I couldn't do it.
No?
I was like, I can't leave your
body
apartment.
shut down.
Yes. And so we did a Scream marathon.
Fun.
Yeah. You know, that's my favorite.
Love a good screen marathon.
Me too.
There's something about being on a trip and then putting it on screen that it fits the vibes.
It always fits the vibes. I am a Scream whore. That is my favorite.
In so many ways.
In so many ways. You know I have them tattooed on my leg.
Yes.
Like, and is this a red flag? Maybe. So, hold on. I want to branch off of this.
Yes.
We gotta wrap up soon, but I just want to branch off of this. Do you remember the the ghost face trend on TikTok? Where girls were asking their boyfriends to put on the ghost face mask?
No.
Why did no one else fucking see this? Because I explained this to my friend in Boston, and she didn't. This was never on
Exactly
her.
like a plot line.
This was never on her For You page either. I'm like, I didn't search for this. This just happened to me.
No.
So girlfriends were asking their boyfriends to put on the ghost face mask, and like some of them like asking them to lean up against a door frame with it on,
Okay.
because that's like a hot
Sure.
movie thing. And it was just all over my For You page, like around Halloween time. Mm-hmm. And I'm not gonna lie, I enjoyed watching this and there were, even if it wasn't like a girlfriend asking their boyfriend to do it, mm-hmm. there were just hot men on my For You page, no shirt, tattoos,
I see where you're
muscles, with just the mask on, mm-hmm. just like in the camera doing shit. And I'm like, am I the problem?
Tragic.
Because holy shit. And then I'm like upset because I'm single, because I can't ask somebody to do this. But also keep in mind, if I did ask my hopefully boyfriend that's coming soon to do this, I would need to watch him put the mask on, because if he's in a different room and does it and comes out, I'm fucking scared. Oh, I'm fucking scared.
I'm over here. I'm swinging.
Correct.
Yeah.
I need to make sure it's you under the mask. I need to know that you are under there.
But, man, your For You page is like, for you.
It's get a little lusty in there.
It is.
But yeah.
All right, I think we could wrap up episode 1.
I think so too. It was a little random, but that's probably how these episodes are going to go.
That's how we are. Random.
Random.
Mm-hmm. We're going to hit every topic.
Yep. So tune in next time. Don't know what the fuck we're going to talk about, but...
Where can they find you, Taylor? On the socials? What's your social?
Oh, God. Instagram, TaylorJG96. Easy to remember, I would think.
I would agree. Follow me on Instagram at Shisha, HHISHA.
Yeah, I was going to say spell that.
Yeah, because nobody would know.
Yeah.
But tune in next time.
Yeah.
Goes in the Rocks Part 2.
Thank you, everybody. We love ya.
Bye.
Bye.